Hi, my name is Barb Nangle. I'm the founder of Higher Power Coaching and Consulting. I want to welcome you to my podcast, Fragmented to Whole, Life Lessons from 12-Step Recovery.
This is episode 56, How I Got Over People-Pleasing and You Can Too. When I came into recovery, I was really scared shitless about doing a searching and fearless moral inventory of my life because I was afraid I was going to find out some gigantic thing about myself that I didn't already know. For example, I found out I was codependent, which is really how I got into recovery. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I'd read a gajillion self-help books and been in therapy for freaking decades. So learning that I was codependent after decades of self-examination was really disturbing. And I thought, what the fuck else don't I know about myself? Then, even before I got into the steps, I came to understand that I had victim mentality, which was just mind-blowing to me because I could spot victim mentality in other people a mile away because I was always rescuing them. And by the way, if you want to learn more about how I came to realize I had victim mentality and got over it, listen to episode 3. Anyway, what happened when I did the searching and fearless moral inventory in step 4 was that I didn't find out new things about myself. Instead, I found out things I thought were good were actually dysfunctional. And the easiest example of that is people-pleasing, which is the focus of this episode. I didn't know that I was a people-pleaser. I thought I was nice. I did and said things often to get people to like me or to think certain things about me, like that I was nice or helpful or kind or thoughtful or maybe even smart. It really depended on the circumstances. But I wasn't even aware I was doing that. I truly thought I was helpful to others because I was nice. I talk about coming to understand the motives behind my behavior in 2 other episodes that you might find helpful. One is number 15, rescuing versus helping, helpful versus rescuing. And the other is number 28, healthy versus unhealthy. What's your motivation? Back to people-pleasing, I learned that people-pleasing is actually dishonest and manipulative. So let me break that down for you. It's manipulative because I wasn't helping people to be helpful. I was helping people because I had an end goal in mind. I was attached to the outcome. I was trying to get them to think certain things about me. And I was trying to manipulate them into believing certain things about me, or you could say I was trying to control their perception of me. And people-pleasing is dishonest because I said things like, oh, I'm happy to help you, or I'd love to do that, when that was not always the case. So I was lying and I was manipulating because I wanted to control what other people thought of me. I cared more what they thought of me than what I thought about myself. In other words, I cared more that I had the opportunity to get somebody to like me than I did about being an honest woman who communicates directly about what she wants. And I cared less about being a woman of integrity. Or you could say I cared less about what I thought about myself than what others thought of me. That's what my people-pleasing was covering up. When I realized that I was dishonest and manipulative, it was quite a blow. I thought I was a really good person. And here it turned out I'd been lying and manipulating my entire life without knowing it. Ugh. Then I realized that these were tools I had learned for how to manage my life from my dysfunctional family. Manipulating was something I learned as a tiny little kid, and it was a pattern that was given to me from generations of dysfunction on both sides of my family. I'm not saying that it was okay, and I'm not trying to blame other people. These are just facts. It was not okay. But understanding that these were patterns of behavior laid down before I was born took some of the sting away. There's no way I could have come out of my family any differently. Now, once I learned that I was dishonest and manipulative, I had to change my ways, of course. And luckily, recovery didn't just show me that I was doing these things. It gave me tools for how to functionally deal with life, how to relate to people with honesty and using direct communication. So if you're a consummate people pleaser, I'm here to tell you that it is possible to change your ways. There are a lot of aspects of recovery that really went into that. And I think that boundaries are the most important part for me in ending my people-pleasing ways. I just mentioned that caring more what I think of me than what other people think of me was important in overcoming people-pleasing. And I think it's also the core of me being able to have boundaries. There's a ton that went into me developing boundaries. Being an honest woman who communicates directly means that sometimes people will get pissed off at me. And I can live with that now because I would rather have somebody be pissed off at me knowing that I've told the truth, because I have to live with me and I don't have to live with what's going on inside of you. It also shows you who I really am when I'm honest with you. You know who you're getting. You can count on me to tell the truth and not kiss your ass. And we're only able to develop intimate relationships with others when we're honest about who we are, what we like and don't like, what we'll put up with, and what we won't. I will leave you with this last thing. It's a concept I got from Kim Scott, who wrote the book Radical Candor, and it's about being an effective leader. And she says that as a leader, you want to care about the people you're leading and not so much care about what they think of you. The parallel here is, if you really care about the people around you, the people that you're trying to people please, then try caring more about being honest with them and being real with them so they know who you really are. Give them the opportunity to see who you really are, because if you truly care about them, wouldn't you want to be honest with them? That's it for today, my friends. Namaste. That's it for today. If you like what you've heard here, then you just might be interested in private coaching with me. If that sounds like you, head on over to my website, which is higherpowercoachingandconsulting.com, and click on the contact menu. I'd be happy to schedule a consultation with you to help you make lasting changes in your life, like I've made deep, lasting changes in my life. My ideal client is someone who is ripe for change, but I'll coach anyone who wants to be happy, joyous, and free. So if that's you, shoot me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can be sure to get future episodes of my podcast. Thanks again.